Two leaders, living or dead, who most influenced your thinking or you most admire.
Yeah, living or dead. Yeah, I have really been blessed in my military career to have worked for some remarkable leaders. Certainly, after 9/11, I was fortunate to work with Dave Petraeus and Stan McChrystal and Ray Odierno, Mike Mullen. I mean, some marvelous admirals and generals, and I learned from all of them. But kind of back to a little bit of a discussion about history. I do like history, and as an American, the more you read about George Washington, the more you have to be impressed with his leadership style. Here was a man that was self-educated. All of a sudden has got command of this relatively ragtag army against the British Redcoats, and his ability to not only inspire and motivate and lead under the most challenging of circumstances, obviously turned us into the greatest nation, in the history of the world, and really all because of one man. So you can't help, I think, but be impressed with Washington. And Washington, of course, had to deal with the pandemic as well. There was smallpox at the time. Washington had his entire unit inoculated. A lot of guys died from that inoculation, but he knew that if smallpox spread throughout the Continental troops, that they would not be able to fight the British. So he took a very aggressive step and kind of forced these inoculations. Not well received, but the right thing to do at the right time. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, Winston Churchill. Once again, a very eclectic fella. Obviously, some interesting habits, personal habits, but he was able to motivate the United Kingdom and all of his allies at a time when the world really needed it. In addition to being, like I said, one of the great orators, a remarkable writer. Of course, his History of the English-Speaking People stands as one of the great works in modern literature. Remarkable in every sense of the word.